everyone. Um, Today we're going to be looking at the strongest strategy in SAP. It's going to be bop sauropod. Danger Pack has recently released, and you can make the bop sauropod lines even stronger, even though ESEAL has been nerfed to like basically oblivion, so you can't really run ESEAL with it. Um, so let's take a look at the pack. So you can see here, basically the idea is going to be we're going to play like 10 cell pets, some of them with upside, right? Like these pigeons are going to be good for like flounder and sauropod later. And you're just trying to get it level 3 as fast as possible with like bass and stuff. And then you also want to force wyvern to get just like specifically get elk, bop, sauropod, or bop, sauropod. Switch them around. Um, yeah, so you can play your 10 cell pets, play bass, play wyvern, um, take some tempo units, tier 4 lotto really hard, try to get yourself some elks, maybe some bonobos to copy that elk. A lot of good stuff there. When it comes to tier 5, we have some stat guys, some XP guys, red panda to get a tier 6 guy. But the idea is you want the turn 9 tier 6 lotto with like wyvern, and like a ton of gold on your cell pet. And you're going to pivot really hard into Bop and Sauropod. Alpaca's here to help. Oyster's here to help. Um, and then the end game's going to be transforming all of these guys with the Chickpea, Water of Youth, Conpieto. Get yourself some leopards, Bakunawas, tigers, behemoths, and Sifaka to just get large units. You can also hit Coconut Crab and then get yourself a triple coconut and then convert it back into one of the real units. And then you just play like White Ochre as your main equipment. I think this stuff is really, really good. Just being able to block ailments and 10 damage twice. Just really nice stuff. Um, so yeah, let's get into the games. First game here, pretty decent board. So you can see my early game. I'm just playing units that have decent upside later, like Marmoset gives you more rolls on turn 9. Chipmunk lets you buy rice on it and get more rices. So pretty simple stuff. Um, Interesting. I take the pair of Pillbugs. Not sure if that's correct or if I'm just supposed to be rolling for my triples that are on board because I need to get a level 3 of something, right? So interesting stuff. So you can see here, I'm not like instantly ripping the triple unless I have a reason to. Like in that case, the reason was I wanted to take the guinea pig on board. Um, but otherwise, I would try to hold it for turn 5. But it's not always the easiest thing ever. Take the Mara, decent amount of tempo. So a little bit about the backstory behind this build. Um, Originally, I tried to do this because of a player called Souvelier, and he would just have these like ridiculous teams that would just destroy the customs pool. Um, and I really wanted to just like build a board that could beat him. Right? He was like the first person to like actually challenge me and try to build a board that like really destroyed me a lot. Um, but I have not been able to queue him recently, which is a little sad. So can't really ever test my boards against him anymore. Get elk here. Going to instantly rice the elk. So this is a pretty good setup right now. We have an elk and we have a level 3. So we're just going to be generating 3 gold a turn, and we should have a lot of the times this sort of setup is going to net you 30 gold on the cell pet on turn 9. So pretty good. We're going to take the Griffin cycle here just because of Stoat. You can hit Stoat at a Griffin and hit one of these like really good tier 3s, or sorry, tier 5s, and that's going to be pretty decent. Uh, Also, I guess you could also save the Stoat to this tier. Try to hit one of the scalers. That'd be pretty good. But yeah, we take another pair. Just basically playing really hard for triples and trying to look for more elks. And we're like buying rice to like breed as much as possible. Like you're gonna lose a couple lives, but as long as you make it to turn 9, you're usually fine. because usually when you get to turn 9, you're going to be on 1 life with like like 1 or 2 trophies, and that means you're going to be placed against really shitty teams, and you'll be doing fine against them. The flounder, a little interesting. It's like kind of hard to use this flounder. I'm not sure if I was supposed to take it. Take the stoat cycle for crow. Do not find it. Sell it for a real crow. Oh yeah, this is also a mistake here. Never end on crow. Never have crow on your end board because your elk can just lose you 2 gold for fun. So not a good idea. You can see once we get to like 1 trophy on turn 7 with like 3 lives, we're going against some weird boards and wilds. Um, yeah. Oh, I think I chocolate flounder. Oh no, never mind. No, yeah, weird. Yeah, another elk here. We just freeze it and then find another elk. And I'm like, oh, I can just go elk 3 and get a ton of tier ups, right? Because I need bop and sauropod if I want the build to function. So interesting stuff. So yeah, we have 15 gold on turn 9. Not the most high roll thing ever. Usually you want like in the upper 20s. But that does let us like insta sell. Uh, you're probably gonna notice there's like a lot of spots for optimization. It's like pretty hard to play efficiently. We're gonna roll before taking the tier up. I don't know why, but whatever. Get the cow cycle in. Find a sauropod with only 3 slots. It's pretty good, and we get to do the flounder and get like infinite tier ups. And now we have a real nice setup. We have 2 sauropods already. Like the primary unit you need to hit is sauropod. Otherwise, your boards like stagnate pretty hard. Like you're not going to scale nearly as fast. Yeah. Here we're like kind of greed rolling for flounder 2, and we managed to hit it. Pretty nice. And that nets us a bird of paradise. Also, the pigeon's real nice. That's why I have both pigeons in this pack. Just lets me get cheaper flounder triggers. Flounder's real good, real good. A lot of the recent pets that have been added have either like pets get nerfed, and then new pets come in, and pets become stronger. Good cycle. Here I'm like freeze rolling the bop because I really did not want to like end turn without using all my sauropod triggers. I feel like that'd be bad. Because you're like losing like infinite gold. Um, yeah, we actually just combine here because like even though the other sauropod has a decent amount of stats, like you can't you can't like deny 9 gold, right? Like I just want to get my 9 gold. Oh, and we find another sauropod after our wyvern is sold. Like maybe there was a way to keep the wyvern, but I don't know. So this is a common like turn 9 setup. You'll play bop, sauropod, and then a buff target. But actually, not really. Like usually, your main buff target is sauropod itself. But sometimes you will have a behemoth. The hamster here is just like free bop trigger, so I just take it. Actually, was it? I don't know. I just take random stuff like that, and then Bonobo gets us another sauropod on turn 10. Pretty nice, pretty fun stuff. Yeah, you can see this Y Ben Hu guy. I've been queuing him a decent amount of the time too, but he builds like a lot weaker boards. I don't know what he's doing. Like he's on turn 9 and he's still greeting elk. Um, kind of newbie. There's like a lot of ways to not play this pack correctly. So gotta use your brain a little bit. Here we take the cow cycles first. Oh, interesting. Okay, I guess I wanted like max info. Oh no, red panda. That's fine though. It's still like 6 gold. I'm not too used about that. So usually in these setups, you want to be playing for 2 bops. That way the bops can scale each other, and you want to have that as early as possible. Oh, never mind. Who cares? Yeah, you just want to be clicking buttons. I don't really. Like, I'm doing a lot of crazy stuff here. It's like hard to play like completely optimally, but like ideally, if you have two bops, it's good because they can scale each other, and then that way your board caps out at everybody being max stats instead of just having the bop without any scaling. Yeah. So here I'm trying to get my second level 3 sauropod, take avocados for bop upside later. Um, Blobfish a lot of the times. Oh yeah, yeah. I made a mistake when I made this part of the pack. I put in churros and took out pill, and then I forgot blobfish requires pills. So not the smartest play on my end. Yeah, we're playing with pretty weak teams. Fortunate we do not get to play the like really good teams. I guess the pool, like it's been enough time since the Danger Pack release resetting the customs pool. It's been enough time for like pretty like bad players and like bad boards to fill in when there's like three trophies in one life on like turn 11. Like you're mostly going to go against boards that are about to lose. Like before, you would only go against like people like Suvalier and Zly and B, where they would also be running Bop Sauro and then have like god boards. Yeah, here we're just spamming chickpeas. I think what did I even want? I don't know. I think I was just annoyed. I like saw the sauropod was out of triggers, so I was like, oh, let me try to get more value off of it by converting it to a different unit. I think you always you don't want to like remove all your gold gen. It's like good to keep at least one sauropod when you're like messing with transforms. Yeah. Now we have a million bops. Sorry about how slow this is going. Like they bugged the replay viewer pretty hard. So gonna be a couple errors. Yep. Here we're trying to get more. Yeah. So here I'm thinking, okay, let me just make like we have a 50. This is a good setup, having the 50-50 bop, because this guy is just going to scale everyone else, and then you're free to transform everyone. Yeah, I really shouldn't have transformed my my sauropod. I think the gold gen is still like very important, but we hit a behemoth out of it. So life's not that bad, right? Like I don't think I can complain with this type of board on turn 13. Your mother doesn't love you. No. Yeah. So now it becomes awkward. We're only getting one bop trigger a turn, which is pretty sad. So I make my board kind of stagnate by not by like transforming the bird of paradise or sorry sauropod. You can see what I mean, right? Like when you're on this low life count and this low battle victories at like like turn 15 or whatever, you're going to be playing some pretty horrible teams. Mm, yeah. Also, there's like a good I think Bakunawa is like really good, and you should be like running that like almost always. Oh yeah, I transform my bop because everything's like basically maxed, and I'm just like rolling for to get an even better unit on these two. Like yeah, everything's maxed. I like probably could have gotten full 50-50s, but yeah. Yeah, but anyways, I was saying like Bakunawa is real good because people run like other Bop Sora players are going to be running like this coconut crab dude. Um, and coconut crab gets a lot of uh like he gets a really strong coconut, like coconut X3. So you just like don't want to be dealing with that. You want to just remove it. Okay, this is a crazy battle. This is Wei Hu again. Playing a pretty interesting team actually. Playing some Leopard Tiger stuff. Uh, Also, we get our Safaka to transform. Oh yeah, this is what I was talking about. The Safaka. Oh yeah, this is why I add churros because I needed to churro my Bakunawa so the Safaka doesn't remove its ability. But the point was, like, I wanted Bakunawa to remove all equipment and then transform into like a real like Fate pet. So that way, like he gets like two triggers. And same idea with the unit behind it. But yeah, we have this incredibly close battle. But we get a bunch of big cat spawns, and that like removes that strips the melon, which lets us win the fight. Look at this. Bang. Yeah, pretty nice board. Yeah. Um. Okay. The next game, not really as good of a board, but just go through the early game. 'Cause I feel like the early game is like pretty interesting. So here we have like a. How did I get 4 health on this? Oh, I sold a duck. Yeah. This is more of an interesting start. Like we have, um, I just decided to rip the tier up. Not sure if that's correct, but I just felt like I had a good like gold breakpoint to do like everything I did on this turn. Like I just had a good gold breakpoint to get everything on board immediately, and my like opening shop was like real good. So yeah, and like even like I win by a lot. So I guess I don't have to worry about tempo for a while. Just let the game play a little bit. Yeah, again, I'm just forcing tier fours. Um, this is a lot stronger of a board than I usually have, so we get to keep a lot of lives, which is pretty nice. Managed to tie this round with a actual tempo board, so not too bad. And where's my elk? No elk? What? How are we gonna win now? And he's here. Wait. Was that real? Was I supposed to? That's probably not right to sell. Just sell Mara. Just sell the lizard. Like I like sell 2 units to get it, or just sell one. Feels like a should be a pretty easy decision, but I guess I want to double sell for fun. Yeah, just take random rices. Again, we get a pretty decent setup. Level 3 plus an elk. Um, oh, I guess I don't know. That lizard looked kind of good. Maybe it was better than Mara and Turtle combined. Yeah, we're even taking like turn 6 Wyverns. Wyverns so important to this build. Like it's so hard to hit the correct guys if you don't have it. Uh, we lose our first life on turn 6, so pretty good stuff. That means that like we're guaranteed to get to turn 9 with 2 lives. So pretty good stuff. Yeah, here I'm just gonna like freeze roll Sphinx down because I want to keep Wyvern on board. Like I'm basically only taking tier up for tier 4 and tier 6. Yeah. And we hit Sauropod, hit a milk to get a bunch of triggers. Just classic stuff. Oh, double Sauropod again. So good, dude. It's so good. pretty beautiful stuff. Also, because we have an extra life, we're just allowed to greed the marmoset. Just feels kind of ridiculous, but yeah. We get like our full pivot on turn 10, so pretty nice stuff. Tofu, super important. Gets me like a bunch of Sora triggers. I think Behemoth's real good. I take Red Panda cycles sometimes. I don't know how good they actually are. Uh, a lot of the times it feels like it's kind of ass. Like you just don't get a real unit because the pool of tier sixes is so large, and you only get to choose three from like what, like 10. I don't even know. There's like probably 60 tier sixes. Like 60 choose three. It's probably a takes a lot. Yeah. As you can see, we hit our bop as well, and now we have the full setup going. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Now we get this alpaca flounder stuff. I did it the wrong way. Wait, no, I did it the right way. It's fine. Um, yeah. Now I'm just like rolling down for chocolate. I find the second flounder. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll just my board's cramped. I'm just gonna take a regular food. Take the oyster. There's not really a unit I want in that shop. I guess I could take 1.5 alpaca, but I'm like running out of board slots to buff. So I really hope they fix this replay system. This is so long for no reason. Yeah, we're just going against horrible boards. This is really sad because I really wanted to play the other Bob Sora players, but they just don't seem to exist. There's too many people playing. We'll see why. Yeah, there's white okra. Obviously ripping this immediately. Yeah. A lot of the times it's like super hard to play two separate bops because for the most part you want to take like stoat cycles, oyster cycles. You want to take all this stuff um, that makes you feel like you want to combine bops, but like it's not actually that good. Yeah, here I like instantly regret like combining bops, and I'm just trying to chickpea this thing into another bop, and then I can have two bops, and then life is good. I can like double scale, but I don't think I ever get the setup in this run. So I just have like this 12-10 bum on my team. Also, this Sardinian current's like pretty decent. You spend like 3 gold on it, and like you get the gold back like pretty quickly. And like when I have these sauropods, it costs like next to nothing. Actually, it's like gold positive to take them. Yeah, I'm just spamming these. I'm getting like, but I like will replace Sardinian current with okra, um, because I'd rather have protection than more gold. Yeah, there's so much crazy stuff you can do in this game. That's what keeps it so interesting. Oh yeah, I'm freeze rolling Compieto because I after the bop loses its sorry the sauropod loses its value. I want to like remove it from the team and like upgrade it, and I do it twice and hit another sauropod, which lets me get like an additional like 9 gold. Like there's just such a wait. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to replay the whole thing, but that seemed a little weird to just randomly Like I'm pretty sure I still had triggers on that second sauropod, so I probably wasn't supposed to transform it. I was supposed to just be transforming the uh like the sauropod without triggers. Oh no, I ran out of triggers. I played that right. Get behemoth out of it. We have like four rounds to go, so like having a level 3 behemoth is still gonna be like 18-18 in stats, so not too bad. I'm just gonna keep it on board and let it hit 100 with the um, Bird of Paradise behind it. Yeah, these teams have gotten significantly worse from when I first started running the strategy. Really wish I had those games still saved, um, and I could show you guys the like massive bop-s boards versus the massive bop-s boards. Um, really puts the skill test. Yeah. Here again, sauropods out of triggers. I keep resetting it. Here, I'm thinking my main improvement is um, what is happening? Um, yeah, to get another bop so I can scale the 14 or the 1210, but it ends up like not really being that good. Like I think I was actually supposed to just play Safaka. Stop the complaining. Oh, we get the Bird of Paradise. Nice. I don't know if I was supposed to convert it, but sure. I don't know. It feels weird to run like like double Bird of Paradise once you don't have sauropods anymore, because it doesn't. It's you're not getting scaling fast enough for it to be, like matter in the slightest. The amount of sauropods I just like randomly get. I'm like even taking pairs because it's just infinite triggers. I lose one of the triggers, but it's whatever. It's 9 lives to 1. Yeah, yeah. These fights aren't that close. Wait, you know what's insane? He manages because of Woodpecker. And like Toad having this like 4 trigger limit. He can still manage to weakness these things. Oh no, he breaks the okra with this, and then manages to ailment my guys. Yeah. Rare to see a unit with white okra getting ailmented. Pretty cool stuff. Okay. So game 3 is more standard. Don't really have a um oh wait. Actually I don't know how standard it is. Because this is my turn 3 board. I find 6 opossums. So I'm like, okay, this is gonna be the hardest lotto of my life. Like I have a pair in opening shop too, and then I find a pair of wyverns. Yeah, yeah, this is pretty good. So yeah, we have 1.5 wyvern and 2 tear ups. Pretty good stuff. Here we get a bonobo to double elk on turn 6, and then we just like rip this and find another elk on top of that. We're gonna have 3 elks on 6. That's ridiculous. That's what like the old like Souvelier stuff would be. Pretty beautiful stuff. Yeah, just end on Water of Youth because a lot of the other tier ones have more upside than Opossum. And I hit Pigeon, which is a fair amount of upside. So I am not unhappy with that. This one kind of goes off the rails because we're at 2 lives on turn 7. So I'm just trying to like buy random tempo. I'm like buying like pairs and stuff, and I'm like, okay, maybe the turtle's like decent tempo. Because if you see here, the pigeon's on 24 gold, so we only need 6 gold left, so we can half combine these elks, and not lose any gold because of like gold cap issues. The gold cap's at 30. Yeah, we just like spamming cheeses. We're gonna freeze roll this down to try to find another cheese. Do fund the other cheese, so we're allowed to buy the 1.5 turtle. And we front our cheeses, and we're on lethal, and we win by like exact breakpoints. In absolutely or sorry, not win, draw. So somehow we are alive on our 30 gold turn. Here I do something newbie. You're about to see something newbie. I take the bop over the sauropod. I was in call with some people, and I thought, and they were telling me to do that. I was like, yeah, sure. And it did not feel good. Here I just take a. Usually I skip these types of tier ups, but I think I just take the leopard. Do I? Yeah, I take the leopard because I'm like, oh, the bop's gonna buff the leopard, right? And I can print levels on it, so not too bad. I don't know. It's like a lot harder when you're not getting bop and sauropod. Like your board becomes way weirder. I like way prefer having more more sauropod. Um, yeah, we sell our 1513 to get another bop too. But if you look at our board, it's not actually that strong for turn 9 because I still need to scale with these guys, right? Like, there's a decent amount of turn 9 boards that can just beat me, but luckily we're on like life count 1 with like what 2 trophies. So we go against like other like hyper greed boards, and we can beat other hyper greed boards. That's the upside. Yeah, here I'm trying to like hard force playing double bop because having early double bop lets you like hit scaling like way better. Also, because I'm on like it's like the end of the turn, I'm gonna just Bonobo, get the alpaca to trigger on it, and then I can get a third level 2 bop, which is kind of crazy. Um, yeah, it's like pretty decent. Yeah, look at this. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I don't even understand what's happening on my screen anymore. I'm just like clicking random buttons. um, so when you have alpaca early, usually what you're gonna do is you're gonna try to transform it as soon as possible. Oh yeah, here for some reason I was thinking about trigger resetting the alpaca so I could get alpaca 2 next turn, like immediately I could get the alpaca on board and it'd be good. But they changed how trigger resets work, so not actually that good. I just sell the Venus flytrap immediately to get my bop triggers this turn. We have like a decentish board for turn 11, but it's not actually like that great. But we'll see. I feel like I've built stronger turn 11 boards, but this is pretty still. This is sorry. This is still pretty decent. Yeah. I don't know why I'm freeze rolling the chocolate. I think I. Oh, I. I was out of gold. That's why I was freeze rolling the chocolate. Uh, Need a little bit of thinking. Yeah. So we're just like our board is so stupid looking. Like, what am I doing? Uh, it like feels bad to have this many bops and still like turn 13 and I still have no like gold production. Like, it's so easy to get 2 triggers on bop and I just can't. Oh yeah, I take. So here I am with my like bop 10, right? I just combine and then get less bops because I still want to get sauropod even though it's like turn 14 because I need some form of gold gen because I need to get more triggers, right? Like I can't just end with 1 bop trigger. That seems so bad. But even with like bop 1, you or sorry, Sora 1, you only get one. You still get 1 trigger, which yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Need the level 2. That's why sauropod is so damn important. So you need gold production in the form of sauropod, and you need scaling in the form of bop. If you don't have both of those, build kind of sucks. Or it doesn't suck, but it's not nearly as strong as you want it to be. Turn 16, we have our 50/50s. On the bright side of having this many bops is it's so easy to get everything to be even stats instead of just having like the one bop in the back being like a horrible stat line. And yeah, here we go. Turn 16, full 50/50s. One life, turn like trophy 9. And we destroy we destroy the same naughty users. Like Snipe Builder, whatever that was. And for our last game of today, we're gonna look at this one. So early game, pretty similar. I find 4 opossums, gotta take it. I find my other tier 1 triple is a little interesting. So the board gets kind of cramped, but I'm still like forcing tier 4 lotto because I don't really care, right? I'm just gonna be buying rices, looking for the tier ups. Life is good. Hit 1 elk, hit 0 elks. That's so sad. I have to sell the pigeon because I want the elk to hit the opossum and the opossum only. I don't want to have to deal with having 2 sell pets that I have to keep on board to correctly hold the gold. Yeah, you're really never supposed to have 2 sell pets on your board on this sort of greed pack. Yeah, 0 wins, 3 lives, turn 5. We get to play horrible boards and get a ton of lives. Just like freeze roll Dimetrodon down because there's like better stuff I want to buy, and if I wanted it, I would sell Dimetrodon for it. Um, this is annoying. That's always werewolf, dude. So irritating. Like maybe we still lose, but just always that pet is so badly designed. The golden tamarin. He just does so much random BS. Yeah, here I'm a little scared. I have an elk, but I don't have level 3, so I don't actually get that much gold. So I'm just trying to cheese scum, but I don't I have to play like front and third cheese, so like the positioning's all fucked. And we get like owned by an ailment team, so the cheeses don't even matter. Pretty sad. So here again, turn 8, I'm on lethal. Somewhere you never want to be. You only want to be on lethal turn 9 or after. Um, so I, yeah, I'm just praying for some reason they let us live. If I'm just running double front cheese, and they let me live. What great people. Yeah, and now we have 3 tier ups with a wyvern. So I'm feeling good, even though I only got 10 gold, which feels kind of bad. It's fine. And no sauropod. Except there is a sauropod. I just lied for fun. Yeah, I probably should have sold elk before because I knew I was taking the hamster because it's just like free bop triggers. So not too bad. It's like kind of annoying that you can only Contiero it when you want to make it a real unit, but it's like okay-ish. Especially because you can find natural hamsters on turn 10. Yeah, we get this little nice gold breakpoint to do this, and then buy another Sauro. Oh wait, sorry, not buy another Sauro. We get a transform and get another trigger, and then buy another Sauro, and be playing a Bakunaba. Pretty good stuff. I don't know what this positioning is, but thankfully my opponents decide to do whatever that is, and let us live and greed forever. Um, there probably needs to be a rework to arena matchmaking to not make it so you're just allowed to like lose 1 trillion lives and then be rewarded. I don't know how good it is to. I don't know. I wanted Bonobo, but like it's like way too early because I can't take crows. Can't take blobfish pill. If I have the Bonobo on board, like you can't. I don't think you can just take random Bonobo on like 8 gold. Also, here I realized like, oh, I'm not getting any hamster rolls. That's unlucky, but it's fine. Our board's good. Nicely done. Ripping the Sardinian grape immediately. Or I guess current. Interesting. I wonder why he's rolled that for a roll. Seems kind of weird. Oh, it's because I wanted to use all my hamster rolls before buying or before combining and buying another bop. I think I'm thinking hamster's like not, hamster three's like not worth just like stacking 9 gold to do that. Um, get the cow cycle, get all my Sauro triggers. Um, I kind of mess up because I don't realize the flashlight's gonna overheal the sauropod. Oh wait, maybe that's next turn. No, that is this turn. So I lose 1 health from flashlight, but shouldn't matter too much. Freezing oysters and stuff. I'm like thinking about this sauropod now. Like maybe it was wrong because I needed to play double bop to get a bigger board. Or actually, I was thinking about it then too. I'm pretty sure. Um, I think we straight up sell it, right? Yeah, you usually never do that. Like sometimes I will take a freeze roll, um, just to like isolate bop strats better. But like once I have a unit that's like near max, like I really don't care about isolating bop. That's a 0 gold chocolate. Got to take it. Get a nice little spot to get every hamster on board. Yeah, this is really weird. It's like turn 12 and I still don't have all 5. It's usually I do. I still have like this as a pivot slot. Dang. Yep. Hamster's a little weird. Sometimes you're just like rolling and rolling, but you're not actually rolling for anything. So, not to say it's bad. It's actually quite good. Only tier 5 that really synergizes with this build. Or actually, any of the low tiers. Like, majority of the time, you want all 6s on your board, but Hamster's the one tier 5 that can do it. Yeah. Rest of the game, pretty similar to the last ones. We're just going to be running this double bop. We're going to be trying to get them both to 50-50, which is weird because it's like turn 13 and I basically have 3 50-50s. So these other two guys are just so like sometimes it gets like real difficult to figure out what you're supposed to do. But I think for the most part, you're just supposed to be spamming transforms and spamming food. Just like get as much gold as possible at all times. Get gold, get XP. Here we have the full Wet Ochre team. I was thinking about chickpeeing something, and then I was like, oh, I can't really actually chickpea something. Actually, I think, yeah, because I can't chickpea hamster, and I also wanted to like transform my sauropod to get more value off of it. Um, I don't think I end up finding another transform. So I just have like these idiot bop-s just hitting each other for like +1/1, and this guy hitting him for +3/3. Yeah, you can see Wei Benhu again. Just not really playing the line correctly. I don't know how his board is so small. Um, sorry. Sorry if that's toxic. Yeah, rest of the gameplay mostly speaks for itself. Yeah, I've been recording for a while. Sorry. uh, get through this. Yeah, just freezing Conpieto so I can finally get out of the hamster. I'm gonna roll 6 and get out of hamster. All these teams are dead. What are they gonna do? $1,000,000 gold. I don't know why I froze tofu. I could have just had the slot open for a cheap, um, what's it called? What's that one thing called? Chickpea and water butte, yeah. Here we go. We hit a Safaka. That's like good enough. That's like 9 wins, 1 life. Here we go again. It's also nice if you don't manage to get enough transforms, you can just Safaka your scalers, and life is good. Yeah, just not even close. GG's. So yeah, I think Bop-Sauro is a little too strong. Uh, I think the main reason is just Elk. Um, like maybe Bop needs to be less of a boring pet and like get reworked somehow. I don't think a trigger limit's the best way, but it's probably something that should be done. But yeah, pretty fun build.